Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Won't Shine himself.
Of Harlem.
My, oh my. Y'all already know this is Punch Drunk Boxer, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shot himself, a.k.a. el doble sazón, el borracho para todo boxeo. Yo tengo una gripa de pinga, mi gente. Yo tengo una gripa de pinga. We're not going to go live. Feel a little bit sick. But let's try to do this. Been like to several delays getting back home. Had a couple of delays, man. That shit, you know when you're taking the airport, man, you gotta fly from thing and then go to another plane, and then there's a delay. There's like 3 delays getting back home. So, man. Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que Tycho TV in the building, Luis Lopez in the building, Miguel. What's good? Vibration in the building. What's good? Broken in the building. Ramon. Rego Gonzalez. He said COVID Crow. Man, what did we see yesterday from the Iron Man Charlo? Now, congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to all the fighters. Congratulations who put up the show. Congratulations to the fans. Epic. Man, if you haven't been to a Canelo Alvarez event, man, I'm going to tell you like this, man. Man, Canelo Alvarez fans and the Mexican people, Latino, man, they come out here and they support like no other. And you could see that Jermell Charlo in the post-fight interview, he was trying to say, like, the Americans, man, they ain't come out to support Jermell Charlo. But a lot of people critiquing Jermell Charlo with the performance that he gave, the effort, the lack of urgency. We're going to be talking about that in a few. Congratulations to Mario Barrios. I did pick. Y'all remember my prediction, y'all? Y'all remember my prediction? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to give me props for my prediction for the undercard as well. Y'all forgot? Kevin Effect in the building. What's good, man? Kevin Effect. What's good? Thank you for the hustle punch. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you, Kevin Effect. One of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. If you want to become a member, y'all already know where to go, man. Smash that link. Philip in the building. Was good, Philip. Absolutely nothing. I was rooting for the Houston boy. Man. Jermell Charlo. A lot of people was questioning his uncharacteristic, low demeanor, conservative demeanor, reserved demeanor. We always see Jermell Charlo all hyped up, you know what I'm saying, ready to go. And he just kept the same momentum from how he was building the fight when Canelo Alvarez was in his presence, in the press conferences, and the interviews and stuff like that. And I really thought that Jermell Charlo was going to, he's saving all that energy for fight night. But, man, it was very consistent to how he was leading up to the fight. The same man that we see in the interview was the same fighter we seen in the ring. Y'all already know, man. And shout out to Jermell Charlo. Y'all already know, man. I rock also with Jermell Charlo and Canelo Alvarez. So I won as a fan, to be honest. I won as a fan. Y'all already know Canelo Alvarez, the 4th Division World Champion, super middleweight undisputed, King Nelo, aka Garatelo, aka Cash Nelo, aka Payday, aka Get the F out of here, man. And I already told y'all, I said in my prediction, if Canelo Alvarez's stamina is not up to par, that Jermell Charlo is going to draw them in the championship rounds. How many times did I say that leading up to the fight? How many times did I say that stamina was the issue? There was people leading up to the fight, not even just leading up to the fight, just when we assessing Canelo Alvarez of late. Man, people was even, remember people was trying to call me, oh, Canelo Alvarez, you what happened, Punch? You hating on Canelo Alvarez? I know, I'm giving you what even Canelo Alvarez was alluding to. That he was not the same Canelo Alvarez. Give me 1 second. So Canelo Alvarez was actually saying everything what I was saying. He didn't look special. He didn't look the same. He didn't look like Cartelo, aka Castanelo, aka Payday. He didn't look special. He looked like a great fighter in his last three outings. But I told you that his stamina was you know what I'm saying, was affecting his performances. So that was my assessment of the fight, and I kept on saying it for videos and videos. I said if Canelo Alvarez stamina is not up to par, Jermell Charlo gonna drown him in the championship round. But guess what? Canelo Alvarez stamina was great, was awesome, and just like Canelo Alvarez said, he says I'm back, and this Canelo Alvarez nobody beats. It's the same thing I was saying. The same thing I was saying. But I understand there was a lot of fanboys, a lot of narrative pushing. I understand in this boxing community, a lot of people want to. There's a lot of haters that do critique Canelo Alvarez, and you wanna, yeah, y'all want to when we're critiquing or assessing Canelo Alvarez, and we say a little bit thing of critiquing Canelo Alvarez, you put people in the same boat as the people that hate Canelo Alvarez. All I said, Canelo Alvarez stamina is not looking up to par. If it doesn't look to par, he could lose the fight. Guess what? His stamina was in peak shape, running the mountains. You know what I'm saying? He was working out good. He looked it fresh. He was standing in between rounds. Good job by Canelo Alvarez. Shout out to Erickson Lubin with the victory. Shout out to Erickson. Jesse Ramos took the L. There's a lot of people that saying that, oh my God, Jesse. I'm sorry, not Jesse Ramos. I'm sorry, Jesus Ramos. Oh man, Jesus Ramos. Oh, he got robbed. He got robbed. Nah, he didn't get robbed. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, not on my book. If y'all follow me on Twitter, what's good, Coda? Coda in the building, what's good, Coda? If y'all follow me on Twitter, I actually had it a draw. And I said, if Erickson Lubin wins the last two rounds, of which he did, in the championship rounds in the second half of the fight, he made the adjustments, and Jesus Ramos just couldn't catch him flush. Yeah, he was. Look, people always forget because, or you think that you're seeing the aggressor. No, you score as effective aggression. It's not just be aggressive, it's effective aggression. You know what I'm saying? You know, some of y'all be with y'all lady and stuff like that, and y'all be going so aggressive, but she ain't even coming. You know when you going all out, and you're like, damn this bitch haven't come yet. Mm? That means your aggression is not effective. You're not really stimulating her. You know me? You feel me? So that was Jesus Ramos. He wasn't his aggression was not effective heading to the championship rounds or the second half of the fight. It just wasn't. He was punching an arm. Lubin was moving around anywhere he wanted to move around. He could circle in the middle of the ring. You could put him in the corner. He'll leave the corner. He'll pivot out. Erickson Lubin was just doing the footwork. Now I'm gonna tell you like this: the fight was not entertaining. It was boring, but Erickson Lubin actually did what sometimes he's reluctant to do, and that is stick to the game plan. Shout out to Kevin Cunningham. They stick to the game plan. And shout out to Erickson Lubin because Erickson Lubin, after he lost to Jermell Charlo, that knockout, he fought like 4 title eliminators and he still didn't get a shot. He lost to Fundura, lost a spot. He came right back, knocked out an opponent, and then got the victory with Jesus Ramos. Yeah, Erickson Lubin is not no gatekeeper. He's one of the top dogs in the 154-pound division, and I would love to see a fight with him. I like Erickson Lubin better than Tim Jew, in my opinion. I think that would be a good fight. Canelo ever overrated, Duck Island boys, man. We gotta stop that. People gotta stop with the Canelo Alvarez hate. Stop with the Canelo Alvarez hate. Come on, man. Stop embarrassing yourself. And stop with the idiocy. Stop with the video game fantasy. Oh, so you know what? I want to see Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. Hey, yo, man, Canelo Alvarez gonna do worse than Bud Crawford. How about that? How about that? Canelo Alvarez is gonna do worse. I'm saying he's gonna make Bud Crawford look worse. Yeah, I said it. Man, a lot of y'all still living in the damn la la land. Oh my God. Bud Crawford, he was incredible versus Earl True Spence. He was favorite versus Earl True Spence. He didn't do nothing that we ain't thought he was gonna do. We all knew they was gonna win. If you follow the sport of boxing, if you know the X's and O's, you know Bud Crawford was gonna beat Earl Spence. He ain't do nothing different. Philip in the building, Charles Edward Cheese in the building. What's good, man? Gasso in the building. What's good, man? Flipmo in the building. Jermell Charlo Canelo Alvarez humanized the lion. Saul Canelo Alvarez humanized the lion. Canelo Alvarez took the roar away from Jermell Charlo. And it didn't seem like Jermell Charlo was the same guy that went through the 154-pound division and became undisputed champion. The dog, the lion, he just did not have that. He didn't have it prior to the fight, and he didn't have it coming into the fight. I don't know. It doesn't seem like him. And I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this early, especially when I was in the plane, right? And I said it again. Remember, I did a video, and I said, is Jermell Charlo going to break the curse, the PBC curse? What do I mean about the PBC curse? When the PBC fighter finally gets that mega fight, whether it's somebody coming to PBC or things of that nature, they fold. They fold. Now, what's next for Canelo Alvarez is the win of David Benavidez and the Beast Andre. That's it. I don't want to hear nobody. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing attached to Canelo Alvarez. The winner of David Benavidez and the Beast Andre. And maybe now that they see the outcome of this fight, I got a strange feeling that maybe David Benavidez' team is going to pull out the fight with the Beast Andre. I got a strange feeling. Got a strange feeling. Charles F. Cheese says, man, it just sucks because he didn't try, man. That's super nasty. Yes, I was thinking about, when you go a whole 12 and people saying, if you go a whole 12, that's a moral victory. That was not even a moral victory performance. That was an Adrian Broner versus Manny Pacquiao performance. You think going a whole 12, then you're going to get a moral victory. Say that you went a whole 12 with Canelo Alvarez, but the way that you did it, I'm going to tell you like this. Remember what I told y'all, and I keep on saying it in my channel. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. We break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I'm a supporter of both fighters. Shout out to Jermell Charlo. Once again, shouted me out, in that interview. You know what I'm saying? That's real dope. That's real dope. I respect Jermell Charlo. I respect Jermell Charlo to identify, what I'm saying, the real ones in this boxing, in this boxing talk. But I got to keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. You know what I'm saying? He didn't show up. Looked like he lost before stepping inside the ring. Even in the locker room, he just didn't see the energy. You remember with his brother, shout out to Jermell Charlo, the one he went in there and hugged him. I didn't feel the intensity. I don't know what happened. And sometimes you don't know what's happening with these fighters. There's people out there that's creating narratives, saying that he just did it for the payday. People creating narrative that he was scared. I don't think no fighter is scared. But I'm gonna tell you like this: you did see it was good HLD in the building. It was good HLD. You see, I always said. Also, if you follow the channel, when we're talking about weight, I said that the rehydration is more dangerous. It's just as dangerous as the cut. And that was a good assessment that even Oscar De La Hoya stated in his analysis leading up to the fight. Canelo Alvarez looked way bigger than Jermell Charlo. As people wanted to say, well, they're the same size. No, they're not. Pause. Canelo Alvarez looked at 15 pounds heavier than Jermell Charlo, just like Bud Crawford looked at like a bigger man versus Earl the True Spence. Jermell Charlo only rehydrated 3-4 pounds. That means you're what I'm saying, you're not even up for that weight. You're not even rehydrating. You're trying to eat. And if you saw the leading up to the fight, he was eating some chicken and mashed potatoes and stuff like that. Remember? But people identify. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but remember what I always say. Everything is not about winning and losing, but it's how you win and how you lose. And the way that the Jermell Charlo lost is he let everybody in the building and everybody that was watching, he translated that type of feeling that you're not giving your all. You're not leaving in the ring. Everybody identified with that. This is why even a John Ryder will receive a moral victory just going 12 with Canelo. Jermell Charlo, the undisputed, that's moving up 2 weight classes. We can't forget about that. As much as people want to say yes, Jermell Charlo, he just didn't have the urgency, the lack of the enthusiasm, the effort was not there. It was just not there. He came out dry. He just didn't set the tone. He was moving around. He was clenching a lot. And I just felt like there was a lot of openings for Jermell Charlo because I remember Canelo Alvarez swung and he missed, and then he was all balanced. Jermell Charlo did not throw his best punch. He barely threw the straight punch, barely threw uppercuts, and he barely threw the jab to the solo plex. So it wasn't, I don't even know what was the game plan. What was his approach? Maybe when Canelo Alvarez hit him in the arms, he felt the power and stuff like that, did not want to. And he said in the post-fight interview, in the post-fight conference, he said something like, after he got dropped, he didn't want to risk it. He said, I didn't want to get embarrassed. When I heard that after the fight, that he didn't want to get embarrassed, that's the reason maybe why he didn't want to go all out. Some fighters, and I'm not assuming, some fighters don't want to be embarrassed. Maybe don't want to be embarrassed in front of their wife, friends. They feel maybe that going all out, not going, just surviving a whole 12 and looking good, still could go to the club, because ain't nobody even had a bloody nose in that fight. It was a letdown. It was a letdown. We got to be honest about that. All respect I have for Jermell Charlo. He did dare to be great. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't give a damn what y'all say. He's still on my pound for pound list. Why? Because even Canelo Alvarez stood on pound for pound list when he dared to be great versus Bivol. And at the time, Bivol was not even top 20. And he lost to Bivol. Bivol was not even a top 20 pound for pound fighter. He lost to Bivol. He stood in my pound for pound list. Jermell Charlo dared to be great. That's one thing you can't. Now, did he dare to be great in the ring? Now, he dared to be great aside for the fight. Did he dare to be great in the ring? It's right there. We identified he did not go all out. Was it Canelo? Was it what Canelo did, or was it what Charlo didn't do? Because let me say this. Now, as much as Canelo Alvarez is back and he's feeling good and his stamina is all great and stuff like that, do we take this win for Canelo Alvarez and be like, woo, wait, he's unbeatable. He still went a whole 12 with Jermell Charlo. Some people may say that, well, Jermell Charlo didn't throw no, he didn't risk it. He did not commit, and it's hard to really knock out somebody that don't commit. We seen it. We seen it with Teofimo Lopez versus Sando Martin. We seen it with Adrian Broden and Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? We seen it with the last fight with was it Regis Prograis? Even though that victory, and even though I like that his stamina is up to par, he did not get tired. He threw more punches. Matter of fact, he landed more jabs than Jermell Charlo. That was unacceptable. You're the little guy. If you can't be big, you got to be the faster guy. No combinations. I said leading up to the fight that Jermell Charlo, and I did the breakdown. I did the technical breakdown. I said that Jermell Charlo would have to throw 3s and 4s. If he throws that 1 or 2, you ain't going to do nothing. If you throw the 3-punch combination, he is going to pull back. He's going to get his guards up. Jermell Charlo didn't do nothing which make him great. Nothing. Rarely threw jabs. Didn't commit to the flex. Didn't shoot the right hand when the right hand was right there to be for the taking, because even Canelo Alvarez was wild in some of the things that he was missing. A lot of Canelo Alvarez punches in the beginning of the fight did hit a lot of arm. Yeah, he went to the body, did hit a lot of arm, shoulder, and stuff like that. And I think that's the way that he dictated the pace. But y'all got to give me credit for the undercard too. Y'all remember, y'all got to give me credit. This was my prediction. Remember, let me remind y'all folks.
Let me give you my prediction for the undercard as well. I believe this is going to be a underdog prediction in the undercard. I got Erickson Lubin. Beating Jesus Ramos. I got Mario Barrios beating Yordanis Ugas. Okay. Yes. I don't know the Jesus Gonzalez one is gonna not Jesus Gonzalez. I'm sorry, Elijah Garcia. Elijah Garcia is gonna be a good one. But I'm gonna go with Elijah. I'm gonna go with Elijah Garcia though. That one he's probably the favorite, I believe so. But I'm gonna go with that one. But then I'm gonna go with Mario Barrios being Ugas, and I'm gonna go with Erickson Lubin.
Damn, y'all gotta give me credit, bruh. Did I pick him good? Y'all? Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta give me credit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta give me credit. People gonna be like, yo, but Punch, but you said that Jermell Charlo is gonna win if Canelo Alvarez stamina was not up to par. I kept on saying it. That was my prediction. If Canelo Alvarez stamina was not up to par. Well, Canelo Alvarez stamina was up to par, and that's why he beat Jermell Charlo. But also, like I said, and I posed the question, was it that what Canelo did, or was it that Jermell Charlo, what didn't Jermell Charlo do? Was it that? Did you feel like you saw a special Canelo Alvarez? Let's be honest. Jermell Charlo had nothing. Most of the time, we be like, get this man out of there. You got to keep it consistent. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was on Richardson Hitchens. Get him out of there. I'd be on Devin Haney. I was on Devin Haney versus George Cambosa. Do everything in the kitchen sink. I still couldn't get him out of there. Keep it consistent. Did Canelo Alvarez look like that special Canelo Alvarez that we know? Maybe if Jermell Charlo would open up more, maybe he would have been out of there. We don't know that. But I'm gonna say it like this. I'm actually happy that that Canelo Alvarez did actually go 12. You know why? Because the only criticism leading up to the fight in terms of Canelo Alvarez, it was not the skills, it was not the chin, it was not the determination, it was stamina. And the only way you know that your stamina is up to par is that if you go 12. See, some people could say it a different way, like, yo, he should have knocked out Jermell Charlo. I see it. If we're going to critique him, he showed us what was his criticism was all about. If he didn't go 12, I still wouldn't identify where was his stamina at. If he would have knocked out Jermell Charlo in the fifth round, I would have known where was his stamina at. So Canelo Alvarez looked great. Jackie Hernandez in the building was good. Jackie Hernandez, la reina de boxeo. Jackie. Jermell Charlo just did not show up yesterday. I don't know. He just did it. He didn't look like Iron Man Charlo. He didn't act like Iron Man Charlo. He didn't fight like Iron Man Charlo. He didn't have. It was like another dude. It was like another fighter. It was like somebody else. Like somebody took all his energy out leading up to the fight. What happened? Do y'all think that what people are saying? I really don't believe that no fighter is scared. What happened? You thinking that when he saw Canelo Alvarez, he went, huh? That's what y'all trying to say? Y'all trying to say that when he saw Canelo Alvarez and stuff like that, he went, huh? Nah. Nah. That's why there's weight classes for a reason. And it's so funny that people, this is why I feel like, yeah, there's some people that act like they care about the sport and care about fighters and actually want to call or want to witness a great fight. But people asking for, after what we saw yesterday, we saw that Canelo Alvarez, once again, is not fazed by anybody's power. If he's not fazed by anybody's power in 175 and 168 and 170 and 160, what makes you think he's going to phase him at 154? And what the hell you think is going to phase him by 147 pounds? A guy that's actually smarter than Jermell Charlo. Stop it. I want people to stop with the nonsense. Stop it. This Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez is a video game fantasy fight. Stop it. It is not competitive. It is not a real fight. It's not a realistic fight. What we saw yesterday is we got to identify that this is why we have weight classes for a reason. And you want Bud Crawford to move 3 divisions up because you just so hyped up about what he did to Earl the Chew Spence. Well, Earl Spence ain't no damn Canelo Alvarez. I'm saying like that. Not even near. Don't got the skills nor the balls, nor the statistical fortitude of Canelo Alvarez, nor the punch resistance of Canelo Alvarez. Nothing. Stop it, y'all. Y'all acting. There's people out here that's acting like pure casuals because they just don't know another name. So Bud and Canelo. Yeah, because you probably just know Bud and you probably just know Canelo right now. I also said leading up to the fight, I said, Derrick James went from the best trainer in boxing to, damn, I ain't never seen nobody trainer fall from grace that quick. Derrick James went from the trainer of the year to, man, could have got his fighters ready. No enthusiasm. 2 of his fighters, no enthusiasm whatsoever. That was weird to see. It looked like Earl Spence just gave Jermell Charlo his heart and his characteristic. Earl Spence ain't do nothing. Jermell Charlo ain't do nothing. Your job as a trainer is to prepare your fighter. Now, of course, the trainer can't fight for you. I know that Joanne Guzman had done a wonderful job. Again, I really don't know what the hell happened to Jermell Charlo. 147 would never happen. Crawford versus Canelo at 147 pounds makes sense because of Crawford's age. What? What? What are you talking about? Hold on. Wait. What the? He said Crawford versus Canelo at 147 makes sense because of Crawford's age. Are y'all nuts? Are y'all crazy? Like, this is what I mean. Like, what's happening to the community of hardcore boxing fans? What is happening to the community of the hardcore boxing fan? Crawford versus Canelo at 147? Or you think that that Canelo Alvarez is going to go to 147? Really? What the hell is going on? What's going on with y'all, man? What's going on with y'all? What the? I understand that y'all watching football. I was watching the Jet game and stuff like that. Is it y'all football fans and y'all like on YouTube and say, "Oh shit, he's talking about boxing." I like boxing and stuff like that. I heard about Bud Crawford. For me, that fight is not a fight. Just like people say that, oh, Jermell Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, that was payday. Bud Crawford looking for a payday. Bud Crawford's looking for a payday. Ain't no way a guy moving 3 divisions up. Look, Canelo Alvarez chin can hold punches from Kovalev and Bivol, from Triple G. The fuck you think? I'm sorry, man, but what the hell y'all think a Bud Crawford punch is going to do with Canelo Alvarez? Man, he going to eat that shit for breakfast. Going to put some syrup on his glove and eat that shit. Eat pancakes. He going to eat his gloves like he eating pancakes. I don't want to see that fight, and I think that we should stop that with that fight. Bud Crawford can't even beat Jermell Charlo. Bud Crawford can't even beat Demetrius Andre. He can't even beat Demetrius Andre. Demetrius Andre will outbox the shit out of Bud Crawford. And whoa, somebody want to debate that too? Somebody want to debate that too? Y'all think that Bud Crawford could beat Demetrius Andre? Y'all think that Bud Crawford beat David Benavidez? And y'all feel like David Benavidez will lose to Canelo Alvarez? You think so? Canelo Alvarez, I mean, Bud Crawford ain't no Terminator. Come on, man. We saw the rehydration. Canelo Alvarez is gonna move. He's gonna rehydrate to the 180s. And Bud Crawford gonna hit him with a fucking jab, hit him with a right hand, left hook, and Canelo Alvarez is gonna smile. He's gonna smile. He's gonna smile. It's gonna be like Rocky Balboa when Creed was hitting him and stuff like that. Come on, hit me. Come on. Shit. Oh, yo, y'all saw how Canelo Alvarez, and I put it up. Canelo Alvarez went after one of the media folks and stuff like that. One of his haters from ESPN Deportes too. Look at what Canelo Alvarez said to this hating. He was desperate for an interview, but you know Canelo Alvarez don't forget the criticism that they say about him. Look at Canelo Alvarez.
Ese cabrón ni pa verlo. Pero es con Bernardo, güey. Lo siento mucho.
Yo, I'm putting
ese cabrón ni pa verlo. Pero es con Bernardo, güey. Lo siento mucho.
Hey yo, man, Bud Crawford could inject snack up his booty. You know what I'm saying? Snack, antibiotic steroids, Wildrum, every steroid you can name. He's not gonna be no damn Canelo Alvarez. That's not a fight. Bernie said punch. Nah, I disagree. I think Bud will beat Charlo though. I don't think he beat Jermell Charlo. I'm even talking about the 160-pound Jermell Charlo. Canelo can dominate at middleweight, super middleweight. Crawford fight makes no sense. Facts. It makes no sense. Crawford going to take them snacks and Coda. Nah, man. What they going to do next? Well, Jermell Charlo, he's going to go back to the 154. I don't even know how he's going to go back to the 154 too soon. Going to be fighting probably the winner of Tim Zhu versus Brian Mendoza. That would be a good fight. I think that he should move to the 160 and maybe fight Triple G. But I just think that Jermell Charlo just left he left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing you just say you didn't show up, man. You didn't show up. There was no urgency at all. And I was waiting for Jermell Charlo to make some type of adjustments. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he recovered real good. Got to give him credit. He recovered real good from that shot to the temple. Not the temple, but right there in top of the dome. But I thought that he was just going to have some type of urgency, and it just wasn't there. It's not the Jermell Charlo that I know. It's not the Jermell Charlo that you know what I'm saying? It's not that he was somebody else, in my opinion. Or maybe some Canelo Alvarez aura. Maybe it's the Canelo Alvarez aura. But yeah, man, shout out to PBC for putting these great events on 2023. But just like Keith Thurman, he fought Manny Pacquiao. His mega fight, he folded. Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez, he folded. Deontay Wilder versus Fury, he folded. Stephen Fulton versus Ino Uwe, he folded. Earl Spence versus Crawford, he folded. AJ, he folded with Ryan, Andy Ruiz folded with AJ and stuff like that. Yeah, he won the first fight, but then he didn't even want to train. Adrian Broner versus Manny Pacquiao. And this is why I think that people really need to quit with this narrative. I understand all the narratives in the YTBC. And it's YouTube. I understand all the narratives, and I also understand everybody that pushes it. I understand the communities. I understand the community that hate PBC. I hear the community that hate the top ranks of the world. I know the community that hate on Eddie Hearn of the world. I know the community that hates on Canelo, that supports Canelo. I know the community that is pro-black. I know the community that's pro-Latino. I know it all. I know it all. But this ain't Al Heyman's fault. If you really look at it, Al Heyman has put his golden gooses in the position to actually take over the sport. Think about it. Put yourself in the position of you are a client of Al Heyman. Think about it. Did he let Keith Thurman down, or did Keith Thurman let himself down? Did he let Earl Spence down? Did he let Caleb Plant down? Did he let Stephen Fulton down? They even let Mikey Garcia down when he went out there to the zone. Go to the zone and get that $7 million that Eddie Hearn is going to give. Go out there, Sarah Sergey and fight Triple G. Or propose that was the mandatory. So what about the mandatory? We all saw that even if you order to be a mandatory, you conduct that. We seen it with Pitbull Cruz. We seen it with Frank Martin, right? This ain't an Al Heyman thing. Al Heyman have set these guys up to succeed. People need to quit with the dumbass narrative and say, "Oh, PBC fighters," because I know y'all hate certain channels that they have shamed fighters like Canelo Alvarez with the PBC guys. I know the narrative. Oh, Canelo Alvarez can't be a slick black fighter. I know the narrative. But over here in Punch on Boxing, we break it down on boxing logically, objectively. This is when you leave all that narrative and all that garbage somewhere else. Maybe when somebody goes live or somebody drops a video, you can watch it and stuff like that. But over here, we break down boxing. Forget the narrative. Y'all know how much I respect Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo did not show up. Y'all know how much I respect Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez stamina showed up, and this is why he's back. And it's going to be very, very hard to compete with a Canelo Alvarez. I like Bud Crawford, but stop with the nonsense of Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. Stop with the nonsense. I'm a boxing fan. Ain't no damn nobody moving up 3 division weight classes and win, or even has a chance. Quit it. That is a fantasy fight. That is just as that fight is just like Tyson Fury and what he's doing. Some people want to criticize, oh, well, Canelo Alvarez, man, and Jermell Charlo, that's not the fight that we wanted to see. PBC is putting that show. And you got your shout out to Rick Glazer, but you got your Rick Glazers of the world and stuff like that keeps on that narrative as well in this community. Who's Tyson Fury going to be fighting right now? Yeah, they signed Alexander Usyk, but let's not forget who Tyson Fury is going to be fighting in October. The heavyweight champion of the world is going to be fighting what? An exhibition in his prime, where he could just fight Alexander Usyk right now. We don't know what's going to happen to his hands. We don't know. Al Heyman, PBC have set these fighters with great fights. And the only one that has kept their win has been Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis. And then it so happens that these guys do not come prepared. Why these guys getting the massive opportunity of a lifetime and they don't show up? Forget about the fight. They don't show up. Caleb Plant in the 9th round is telling Canelo Alvarez, basically, so I'm on your level. So how do you like how I fight? Man, shut the other man. That right there sparked Canelo Alvarez. He said, mira, he think that he could compete with me. Get the fuck out of here, man. Le dijo a Caleb Plant and washed them away. You and Canelo Alvarez. Caleb Plant, you and Canelo Alvarez. Because think about it. You competing with somebody that, and you know that he can't compete with you, but he feels like he can compete with you. You know what I'm saying? You be like, look at this dude. Man, let me knock this dude out right quick. I ain't playing around with y'all. Same thing that Bud Crawford did to Sean Porter, right? When Bo Mack told him you losing the fight, and Bud said, man, what? All right, let me take this dude out of here, bro. All right, man, I ain't playing around. And then what you heard about Sean Porter, he had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. He was looking to retire right before the fight. What is happening to these fighters that once they get this opportunity, everything you have fought for, everything you have built up, let's not forget that even Sean Porter made more money fighting Bud Crawford than any other of his fight. And this is the fight that you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And shout out to Sean Porter. Yeah, I know I'm cool with Sean Porter as well. Shout out to Sean Porter. Much love, much love. But he said it. I'm going by what he said. What is going on with these guys that once they get the opportunity that they fought for their whole lives, their dream fight, and then you don't show up? PBC, Al Heyman gave Keith Thurman Manny Pacquiao. And that was to be Manny Pacquiao and then be the face. And he failed. And you know what Keith Thurman said in the interview, in the PBC interview, the week after? He said he couldn't find the killer instinct. You telling me, Keith and Tom Thurman, you telling me, you are really going to tell me after all the things that you have done and how you build yourself, you get Manny Pacquiao, and that's the fight that you say you can't find your killer instinct? That's the fight that you decide not to have killer instinct. Andy Ruiz could be the face of heavyweight boxing. You know what? He could have laid off the burger. He could have laid off the good money. He could have laid off the punani. He could have laid off the burritos. He couldn't lay it off. He didn't train. And you gonna get paid more than you ever got paid. And you shocked the world. And you decided not to train. What the hell is going on with these fighters? So people, stop it. Stop blaming the PBC. Stop blaming Al Heyman because it's these fighters. These fighters are set up to win. These fighters are set up. You really think that PBC and Al Heyman built Canelo Alvarez? No. They didn't build Crawford. No. They didn't build Manny Pacquiao. They signed Manny Pacquiao. Come over here so I could have one of the fighters that I invest on to beat you. But these guys are walking into PBC. And you know what it looks like? Good looking out, Ron. I appreciate that. No one better bring up Jermell. Either Canelo couldn't outbox both last night. Jamal even got out-jabbed. Fighters looking for payday only. Jermell Charlo said that it had Tim Zhu or Brian, the winner of Tim Zhu and Brian Castagna, that doesn't entice him. He wants, at this point of his career, he wants the money and the big fight. He wants the money and the big fight. That's what Jermell Charlo said yesterday in the post-fight interview. Jermell, you was in the big money fight and the big fight. And we understand. Jermell Charlo was not the favorite. Jermell Charlo was the major underdog. A lot of people felt that Canelo Alvarez was going to win. But just like I know that Bud Crawford was going to beat Errol Spence, I didn't think that Errol Spence was going to show up like that. And I didn't think that Jermell Charlo was going to show up like that either. Demon, Alma, what's good, Alma? I just don't understand why. And look, sometimes we can't even put our shoes into these fighters' lives, right? Because what they're going to say, you don't live my life. You ain't no fighter. You never step inside the ring. You don't know the grind to prepare. You know what I'm saying? And yes, and he's coming out of injury as well, coming out of hand surgery, moving up. We cannot leave that. We could criticize and stuff like that, but yeah, he was there to be great as well. And Canelo Alvarez tried to dare to be great versus Dimitri Bivol too, and he failed. It's not easy, but sometimes, like I tell my kid that plays ball, right? I don't care if you score. Of course, I care, but if you score 20 to 25 points, or if you have a 7-point game, if your effort is not there, show me effort. You're always not gonna have a great game. But go out there. If you have a bad offensive game, you know what I'm saying, get it back in the defensive end, so you can stay in the court. If y'all understand what I'm talking about, if y'all play ball. If you're having a bad shooting night, just make it up in the defensive end. Shut down the scorer and stuff like that. It's all about effort. And when there is no effort, guess what you do? You cheat yourself, and most importantly, you cheat yourself and you cheat the fans. And that's going to leave a bad taste, because now people are going to be like, I don't know what Jermell Charlo is going to show up. I don't want to pay no damn pay-per-view. I spend so much on pay-per-view. This guy didn't even want to show up. It's how he lost. How he lost. Give me 1 second, y'all. Charles at the Chief said the end result only matters to the bean counters. If Charlo just lands one good one, if your son makes that one play, that's all that's needed. Facts. How many times have we seen you have a bad game and then crunch time and you make the free throw in the clutch or you make a 3-pointer? But because you kept the effort there, even if you're missing some shots throughout the games and stuff like that, the effort is going to be there. Keep the effort. I think even Canelo Alvarez was frustrated, like, yo, my man, you ain't even gonna give me a fight. Like, even you remember he threw a wide left hook, and Canelo Alvarez was not even near him. And it's like, I know that Canelo Alvarez looked at Jermell and be like, you're not even committed. You're not trying to throw that left hook to land. You're just throwing it to throw it. And that's what Jermell Charlo did. He was throwing punches, but not to affect anything. And he got the weakest resume, but he's a pound for pound just because he's undefeated. I don't know that. Durant came for lightweight and went up to super middleweight to fight Aaron Barkley. Not right away. Not right away. Not right away. Even when Durant fought Sugar Ray Leonard, where he came from lightweight, he had one fight in the welterweight. Ain't nobody moving up 3 division weight classes and fight the best. Remember, Bud is not potentially going to be fighting Lemieux. He's not going to be fighting Edgar Berlanga. He's not going to be fighting Jamal Nicholson. He's going to be fighting Canelo Alvarez. So people need to quit it with that, moving 3 divisions up. But, other people's in the past could do it. Shut no. He ain't going to do that. Looking at that fight is just apparent. Weight matters as well. He looked this small. The body frame of Jermell Charlo, he did not rehydrate. Canelo Alvarez, he had like a massive back. You could see his shoulder, massive. Rehydration is just as important as a cut. But so again, congratulations to Jesus Ramos. Well, not congratulations to Jesus Ramos. Congratulations to Erickson Lubin. Again, in my scorecard, it was a draw. It was a draw in my opinion. So, I mean, I didn't feel like Jesus Ramos closed the deal. He didn't close the deal. He didn't close the deal. I think that Charlo had power. He just didn't want to commit to any punches. He didn't want to commit. He didn't want to. He didn't even want to earn. He didn't even want to earn Canelo Alvarez's respect. Let's be real. Let's be honest. He didn't even went out there to earn Canelo Alvarez's respect. I'm disappointed because I know that he's way better than what he showed, and because you don't get these opportunities, you might not get these opportunity again. You might not get this opportunity again. You ain't hear what even Timmons Bill Crawford said. He said he don't even want to fight Jermell Charlo. That was a bad sign, man. That was a bad sign. That was a bad sign. That was a bad sign. But I would like to. There got to be something else. It got to be something more. It got to be. I really want to know what was the lack of urgency leading up to the fight. What happened? Because I feel like he lost the fight before the fight. And I tried. I tried to identify that he's saving his energy. I didn't think that he was going to be the same guy that was talking leading up to the fight, meaning like he was just being nice. He's being nice to Canelo. Even the weigh in, you know what I'm saying? That when they was looking eye to eye, I didn't see that fire. I didn't see that fire. I mean, hell. Chuck in the building. What's good, man? Give me 1 second. That's why I always say legacy reigns supreme. Money comes. Money comes and goes, man. Money comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? And yes, Jermell Charlo got paid handsomely, but as a competitor, you go and look back. You go and look back and be like, once you figure out that maybe you're not going to have an opportunity for a mega fight. I hope they has a mega fight, but what happened? Look at Adrian Broner. He didn't want to commit. He didn't want to commit to Manny Pacquiao. Where did his career go? And I'm not saying that Adrian Broner, Jermell Charlo is Adrian Broner. I'm just saying that these type of opportunities don't come twice. Not in boxing. Not in boxing. You ain't lucky like Maidana, Marcos Maidana. But he got that rematch because of his effort. He didn't get that rematch because he beat Floyd. He got that rematch because of his effort. You know why Pitbull Cruz may get the rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis? It's because of all effort. He didn't beat Gervonta Tank Davis, but he didn't cheat himself nor the fans with his effort. Damon Bernice. Prime Roy Jones will smoke Canelo and man, Roy Jones Jr. will. I don't know, man. I don't know, young man. Hold on, let me put this photo. I don't know. My opinion, next thing for Canelo Alvarez, main fourth. Y'all already know I already reported. David Benavidez. If David Benavidez get out of the fight with Demis Andre, if he fights him and he wins, it's going to be May 4th, David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. It's not going to be Jermell Charlo. No, it's not. It's going to be David Benavidez. That's what they want, David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. But Demis Andre throws the monkey wrench. I want to see Demis Andre and Canelo Alvarez. I want to see Canelo Alvarez with the winner of Andre and David Benavidez, and that's it. I don't even want to hear no other names. I don't want to hear no other names. And I even got a feeling because of the opportunity that David Benavidez can have, I won't even be surprised if David Benavidez pulls out from the fight with Demis Andre. Because people know that Demis Andre has the skills and talent to upset David Benavidez. Charlo lost every round. Mel has no power for Canelo. I don't think nobody has any power for Canelo. I don't think nobody has any power for Canelo. Unless you go to the cruiserweight division or the heavyweight division, to be honest, I don't think that nobody has a power for Canelo. I even think he could take anybody's punches. That's what makes him great. Not only the skills, but he could take the punch. Even the way even if you look at the Bivol fight, he was trying to walk through Bivol. He just couldn't outpoint him. You know, Bivol was hitting some combinations and stuff like that and kept his distance. But look at Canelo Alvarez's face after the fight. Yeah, anyway. Maybe I would like to see that. Canelo versus Bivol, the rematch. I would like to see that. Andre very skilled. Hell yeah. Cormel stole the show. Nah, Floyd Mayweather stole the show. Floyd Mayweather took the show. Floyd Mayweather was talking about himself like for like 5 hours. Floyd Mayweather was talking like for 5 hours, man. But see, Floyd Mayweather just know how to steal the show. Even if people hate it or love it, he just know how to keep people's. He know how to keep his name in people's mouth. How the hell in a fight that he's not even in, going to take the post-fight interview, hijack the post-fight interview? How the hell Floyd Mayweather hijacked the post-fight interview? I don't think that Jermell Charlo even gave himself a chance. His demeanor was different. His demeanor was different. He said there was no show to steal. For our corners boxing, Andre's gonna beat Benavidez, and he's gonna get the Canelo fight 2024. I like that. I like the sound of that. What do you think about fighters Floyd be like, oh, he's a great fighter. He learned it from me, like that time, 20 hours later. Man, he said, ask him a question. They ask him a question, then he answers it. Stole the show. It's a pelagato, diablo. I love Floyd Mayweather, but he's an asshole too. It's just to promote Moulton. He gotta get on the back. True, they did that with Javante Tank Davis, and a lot of people critique him and look what Javante Tank Davis is right now. So people can't even be mad at Floyd. Look at where Javante Tank Davis is now. We used to say the same thing. He's stealing the spotlight. He's not letting Javante Tank Davis talk. We said the same thing. You got Shakur Stevenson calling him out. You want people are calling out Javante Tank Davis. He ain't got no strap. Floyd Mayweather's a marketing genius. Blame Al Heyman for setting up this ridiculous matchup. Why blame Al Heyman? This was Canelo's promotion. This was led by Canelo's promotion, PBC. Canelo promotion, PBC. It was led by Canelo. Canelo chose to fight Jermell Charlo. And if you got a client, I don't blame Al Heyman for it. I got money to make my client. Look at this. You're going to fight Canelo, you're going to make money, and you're still going to be champion. How can you blame? I'm blaming the fighter that didn't want to show up. Can't blame Al Heyman. Christian said Jermell had a chance, but nobody beats this Canelo. I think that Jermell Charles didn't even give himself a chance. That's the sad part. The sad part is Jermell didn't give himself a chance. If Jermell wants his shot at Canelo, he's going to have to beat Benavidez Jr. and plan that maybe he can find his way back into the Canelo sweepstakes. Facts. Canelo agreed to fight Jamal, but Jamal wasn't ready, so Jermell stepped up. You don't think that the means Andre could have stepped up? You don't think David Benavidez would have stepped up? Canelo Alvarez chose also to fight Jermell Charlo. Let's not forget that, folks. Let's not forget that. Canelo Alvarez has power. Canelo Alvarez can fight whoever he wants. Canelo Alvarez can fight whoever he wants. If Canelo Alvarez said, I wanted to fight David Benavidez, then that fight would have happened. So no, this ain't no Al Heyman stuff. This is Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez picked Jermell Charlo. Not really, not really. Remember, I did an interview with Steven Espinosa, and they said that they did send the $50 million to Canelo Alvarez. That was before he signed the 3-fight deal. Remember, I interviewed Steven Espinosa, and he clarified that yes, they did send the $50 million deal guaranteed to fight Canelo Alvarez. Andre didn't even make it past Benavidez. Andre already over. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But it's over more. Bivol at 75, Battle Jack for me. I like those fights. Yeah, get that rematch with Bivol. I don't know what's Bivol's contract with the zone. You know what I'm saying? He's not signed to Eddie Hearn, so I don't know what's their deal. I hope that Bivol could come to PBC and get the rematch. I can't wait till they announce that fight. Demetrius Andre, the boogeyman versus David Benavidez, the monster. That's gonna be a hell of a fight right there. Even Canelo Alvarez feel the 50-50 fight. Andre's not playing. Andre beats Benavidez. Canelo versus who everyone already has a date. There's not that many 168 PBC boxers. There was other opponents there. There was free opponents. There was free opponents. David Benavidez, Andre was available for Canelo Alvarez. Stop it. They was available. There was 168 pounds ready for Canelo. He said Floyd Mayweather still talking. Put your money on Andre. No, we don't bet on boxing. Then you're gonna have to be. Then you're gonna be crying like people that say, "Oh my God, Jesus Ramos got robbed." Bring on Crawford. Hell no. Crawford got to wait on the list. You ain't gonna be no damn Earl Spence and stuff like that. People been critiquing Bud Crawford about his resume, and then he beat Earl Spence, and now he's the second coming of Jesus Christ. Get the hell out of here. Now he got to put in some more work to get a Canelo Alvarez. We all saw that. We saw the weight difference with Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo is way bigger than Bud Crawford. He's 6 feet and bigger than and bigger than Crawford. But y'all want Crawford to move up 3. All right. Then people would have complained about, oh, PBC be putting these fights, right? People be contradicting themselves. PBC be putting these fights. Canelo, Earl, and Jermell Charlo. What about if it's Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford, 3 divisions moving up? Y eso. Eso no haciendo un abusador. Canelo Alvarez, if he fights Bud Crawford, es haciendo abusador. No, I don't want to see that fight. That fight is dumb. That fight is stupid to me. I'm sorry, folks. That fight is stupid to me. And look, if they ever get the fight and he proves that he what? Then I eat crow for a whole year. I get the shotgun, shoot a crow down, and eat it myself in front of everybody. You think Jermell Charlo better than Caleb Plant? I think so, but the man just ain't show up. So it's hard. It's hard for anybody right now to vouch for Jermell Charlo. He just didn't. I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened to Jermell Charlo, man. I don't know. I don't know what was on his mindset. Like, he had a great opportunity. I don't even think that Canelo Alvarez was truly trying to overwhelm. I mean, he wasn't overwhelming him like that. I felt like there was a lot of openings for Jermell Charlo to take advantage, and he just did it. Didn't do anything with conviction. Didn't want to establish a jab. Didn't want to establish power punching. He just didn't want to establish anything. Savage said, "Y ratón." Payday want a payday. Charlo was terrible against pure boxers. Nah, man, I just think he didn't show up. I think everything was about effort. To be honest, it had nothing to do with skills, in my opinion. I don't think Jermell Charlo's performance had anything to do with skills, but a mindset. He didn't have the right mindset. He didn't have the mind right. It's not about skills. I know we seen Jermell do way better than that, establish a jab. It's, he just didn't want to do anything. He fought very timid. He fought very careful. He was not aligning there. He didn't want it. He didn't want it like the Brian Castaño. He didn't want it. Look, with Jermell Charlo when he lost, and I actually think that he actually beat Tony Harrison. But when he lost, you saw how emotional it was. That hurt him. That shit hurt Jermell Charlo, bro. He wanted it bad, and that's why in the rematch he ended it the way it was ended. Same thing with Brian Castaño. He had a chip on his shoulder. This fight, he just didn't have a chip on his shoulder. He just didn't have a chip on his shoulder. He looked like he went out there and didn't feel like he could win. Crawford versus Canelo needs to happen. Two biggest names outside of heavyweight. He already beat Charlo, stablemate, and Earl. Oh, man. The more that people ask for this fight, the more that I hate it. The more that people ask for this fight, the more I hate it, because now I feel like people acting like pure casual right now. So come on, let's get Inoue versus Tank. Inoue versus Teofimo Lopez. Let's go. Teofimo Lopez versus Naoya Inoue. Ustedes se están pasando ahora. Let's go. Inoue versus Teo. How many times do even fighters, legendary fighters, trainers have to tell the fans there's weight classes for a reason? You saw how small Jermell Charlo looked compared to Canelo Alvarez after rehydration. Bud Crawford is significantly smaller than Bud Crawford is significantly smaller than Jermell Charlo. But yeah, I want to see Bud Crawford and Canelo because they're the biggest name. See? That's what I'm saying. But there are people want to critique PBC. All right. Don't critique PBC for putting up with Jermell and Canelo, and then don't want to critique PBC if he's putting a guy that's coming from 147 to fight a super middleweight. The best super middleweight at that. Okay. All right. Charles at the Chief says it's not about size, it's about heart and skill. Canelo Alvarez is a different beast. It's just that he doesn't have the skills. He has the chin to walk through any punch. From 154, come on, he was smiling at these punches, man. This shit don't even faze him. It don't phase him at 160, and this doesn't phase him at 175. This is Bud Crawford at 147, y'all, man. I don't give a damn how many skills this man has, bro. It's not a competitive fight. He's too small. Too small for a guy that has a punch resistance and also can take a punch and also have the elite skills at super middleweight. It's either, put it this way. I say it like this. Y'all want to see Bud Crawford and Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez? It's either y'all feel like Bud Crawford is the second coming of Jesus Christ in boxing, and y'all don't really respect Canelo Alvarez's skills and talent. If y'all think this is a good fight, y'all don't believe in Canelo Alvarez's skills. I believe Inoue got more skills than Tyson Fury. Go out there. Inoue versus Tyson Fury. Go. I believe that Inoue is faster than Tyson Fury. They call him the monster. They never call Tyson Fury the monster. His knockout ratio is probably better. Inoue versus Tyson Fury. Come on. He got skills, and he's faster than Tyson Fury, too. I want to see Naoya Inoue versus Tyson Fury because he got more skills. He's faster, quicker, got a good punch, knocks everybody out. Full division, undisputed champion of the world. Don't see nobody beating him in 126 and 130. Might as well move up to heavyweight. because he got more skills. I know that for sure. I know he got more skills than Tyson Fury. Oh man, let's go. Javante Tank Davis versus Demetrius Andre or David Benavidez. How about that? Might be quicker. And then people say that what Demetrius Andre don't got a lot of power. He got more power. Come on, guys. Let's start with these little fantasy fights because 2023 hasn't been that good, right? I think 2023 has been wonderful for boxing. But like I always said, we're spoiled. We're a spoiled community that when we have something rolling and it's going good, y'all want the impossible. We beg for Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. We beg for it. Years, days. There are people that build their channel just based on Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford. To this point, there's people that just build their channel off of them too. Desperate people just wait, just asking and waiting for this fight. You got that. We got that. And now y'all want Bud and Canelo. Because Bud is better than everybody at 154, better than 160. He needs to face the best at 168. Because now let's bypass David Benavidez and Andre. He beats them, so he gotta go to Canelo Alvarez. Usted tan loco, eh? I don't give a damn the name that Bud Crawford got. Matter of fact, can't collect money. Collect money. Yeah. That's what y'all want? Go ahead, Canelo and Bud. And I dare Bud Crawford to go after it. Go after it. I want Bud Crawford to go after it. He making fun of Jermell. I want Bud Crawford to go after it. Let your hands go. Let your hands go. A ver lo que le va a pasar a ese tigre. Canelo le va a dar una pela de pinga a ese tigre. Canelo Alvarez le va a dar una pela. He gonna whoop him real good. And then, you know what I'm gonna say? Well, you know that size matter. You know, but Bud Crawford was there to be great, yo. Who went up there to 3 divisions, yo? You got to give him credit for that, bro. Vamos, Canelo y Bud. Para que Canelo le dé esa bofetada. By the time I'm going to say he's going to beat him to the white meat. Canelo Alvarez is going to beat Bud Crawford to the white meat. You're going to think that he's Sammy Sosa. Sigan ahí. Y'all don't want to see great fights. Y'all want to see named fights. Y'all don't want to see great fights. Y'all don't want to see great fights. Y'all want to see name fights. I like to see a good fight. Good fight to me is when I really don't know who's going to win. You know what I'm saying? And then there's also certain fights that, yes, could humble you too. You know, there's certain fights that could humble. Look, I thought after Caleb Plant, I think that Canelo Alvarez, man, was on the tear. I had Canelo Alvarez beating Dimitri Bivol. And you know what that fight did? All right, I got to humble myself as a fan. I started thinking that, yo, Canelo Alvarez, if he beat Dimitri Bivol, that'd beat Beterbiev if he go to the cruiserweight division. Remember, Canelo Alvarez is going to go to the cruiserweight division and fight Makabu. He was so much in a row. He looked special that we feel like, yeah, he could go up there. Then what happened? What happened when he lost to Dimitri Bivol? Oh, man, but Canelo dared to be great. You know that Canelo Alvarez is really small. Oh, now he's small. The same shit with Bud Crawford. He going to get his ass whooped by Canelo Alvarez, and then y'all going to come over here and tell me how he dared to be great. No. Que se entra ese dare to be great por la nalga de él, mi hermano. That's not daring to be great. That's daring to be stupid. Eso es lo que es. That's not daring to be great. That's daring to be un idiota. Mira, que me diga Bud Crawford y Canelo Alvarez que se limpie la boca con jabón, ya. Estoy harto de esa vaina. That's not a realistic fight. No me hable de Bud Crawford y Canelo Alvarez que se limpie la boca con jabón ustedes, ya. Estoy harto de eso. That's a mismatch. de que Bud Crawford. Coño, te sí son. Punch on Can we just agree that Andre is the oldest prospect in boxing today? Not because he already was a champion, so no, he's not a prospect. Come on, man. Stop following narratives, man. Come on. Be your own man. Be your own man. Be your own man. Shout out to IBFP. Be your own man, though. Be your own man. You don't got to follow every narrative. How he's a prospect and he's been a two-division world champion. What's a prospect that been a champion? Tell me. Tell me one prospect that been a champion. Because a prospect, contender, and then a champion. So tell me. He said your boy lost big time. I didn't lose. He lost. I ain't get in the ring. I support both Jermell Charlo and Canelo. But I think that Jermell Charlo was going to do way better than what he showed. He got the skills to show better. He didn't want to. He didn't want to display his skills. You can't do nothing about that. I don't think nobody in the corner could do anything about that. I got to see the fight again also because I want to know. I want to know what was said to him in between rounds. What Derrick James, the instruction that Derrick James was giving him for him to adjust because I ain't see no adjustments. And G's Martin said, Bud lands that left. Canelo would just keep marching forward like a child punched him. Facts. I think that fucking Canelo Alvarez will tell Bud Crawford, just hit me again. Hit me again. I need a massage. I need a facial. Give me a massage. Usted tan loco, eh? Usted tan loco. They was yelling at him to fight, let the hands go to try to win. I gotta see it because you know what I'm saying. I gotta see it because of course I was there, so I don't know what Derrick James was saying. So I gotta hear what Derrick James was saying because I know Derrick James is getting a lot of flack. But that was another thing about Jermell Charlo. One of the problems that Jermell Charlo was that he didn't let his hands go. That was on the first Tony Harrison fight, the first Brad Castaño fight. You know, I wanted to see him let his let his hands go, even though that I even had him winning first fight. Canelo versus Bivol 2 makes more sense. Facts. I like that fight. I want Canelo Alvarez to get his. I think he's great enough to go back to the drawing board and fight Dimitri Bivol. In the ninth round, they told him you lost already. Oh wow! I got to see the rematch. He said that. Derrick James said that. I don't know, man. I don't know with certain fighters, man. I don't know. Maybe their mind is. I don't know, man. He didn't have the urgency, but it was no different from his demeanor leading up to the fight. That's why everybody was questioning his characteristic, his laid back approach to promote the fight. He didn't want to promote the fight like we thought Jermell Charlo was going to promote the fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. In the ninth attempt, I gotta see that. And what happened, bro? What happened? Again, I don't, that performance is not even moral victory. A moral victory is you were underdog, but you went out there. You left it all in the line. He didn't leave it all there in the line. He didn't. He didn't leave it in the gym. I hope he left it in the gym. I would like to have an interview or talk to Jermell Charlo about like what really was what maybe the weight was too much. Maybe he felt the power too much. Cause you could see it. You could see it. It was visibly coming bigger. Pause. Y'all think I'm saying I want Bud next? What I'm saying is the fans want Benavidez before at 160. Andre or defending his undisputed crown against the division rivals. But as Pun just said, Canelo is the matchmaker. Yep, he's the matchmaker. but they're gonna say it's a, but people gonna say it's a PBC Al Heyman thing. This was a Canelo Alvarez promotion. He actually Canelo Alvarez flipped the bill, bro. Go check the banners. Canelo Alvarez flipped the bill. The major promoter of this fight was Canelo Alvarez promotion. To be honest, Queso, I think it'll be, I think it'll be worse. I think that yes, Bud Crawford would have threw punches, but he would have got knocked out. He would have got knocked out. You think Gamboa? Y'all thought that Gamboa was having him dance salsa? Y'all thought that the Mean Machine? Man, you get hit with a Canelo Alvarez. You got to hit with a Canelo Alvarez? Shit. This guy was dancing salsa with Gamboa. He got put down by the Mean Machine. And people want him to go 3 divisions up to fight the guy. Not only the best at 168, but arguably the best of this generation. And he's in his prime. And Canelo Alvarez is actually younger than Bud Crawford. Oh my God. But okay. All right, mi gente. Bud Crawford is what, 30, 36, 37 years old? 36 years old? 37? Bud Crawford is older than all these guys. Thurman. All these guys. He's the oldest one. So he's the smaller, the older guy. A guy that was dancing salsa with Gamboa. A guy that got put down by Mean Machine. Pero ustedes quieren ese feo. Porque ese tigre es feo también. Pero ustedes no. Pero ustedes quieren ese tigre que hay ok. Facts, Brian said Canelo didn't even sit down during breaks. He just back. Yep. Because his stamina was great. And I said if the stamina is great, it's going to be a long night for Jermell Charlo. I said if the stamina was not up to par, Charlo would drain him in the championship round. His stamina was great. Didn't even sit down in between the rounds. Prime Roy was almost invincible. Hell yeah. El Ponch refusing to go back to New York. No, yo estoy aquí. Shit, there was so many delays, man. I wasn't even gonna do it live, man. So many delays, man. So many delays, man. I hate delays, man. And you know when you have delays, but you in the plane and it's saying that it's not gonna move for 40 minutes. It's one thing having a delay outside of the plane, but delay in the plane. Todavía not ready to take off. Tú estás sentado en ese little space. Good looking out, Charles Other Cheese. Yeah, man, everybody good. Everybody good. Yeah, everybody good. Thanks for asking, brother. Everybody good, man. But that was good. It's good. Like I ain't seen no water or nothing like that. Right when I landed. Tony say, I remember they had Canelo at 5'9", 5'8", and now 5'7". Canelo Alvarez is shorter than Floyd. Yeah, I think that maybe Bud threw more punches and he would have got knocked out. Go check the Victor Postal versus Bud Crawford in the 12th round. Remember they was going at it, right? And Victor Postal caught him a 1. And Bud Crawford said, "Nah, I'm not gonna engage with you, man. Let me get this victory." Go toe to toe. Make Bud Crawford. Go, come on. Go to toe to toe con Canelo Alvarez. Que te va a comer, coño. Te va a comer. Dímelo, Ernie, ¿qué es lo que? Carrie, Butter would take Canelo's belt like he did his boy Spence. Ay, 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 Carrie. Come on, Carrie. Come on. Come on. Are y'all serious? Y'all really think that 3 divisions moving up from 147 is a piece of cake? Y'all really think so? It's either y'all really don't respect Canelo Alvarez. Okay. Mel has to got the 154, but next fight they all strip him. Diablo, man. He was too humble for his own good. Too humble for his own good. Ese tigre vio a Canelo Álvarez. Ese tigre vio a Canelo Álvarez y dijo, I want to see it. Ese tigre vio a Canelo Álvarez y se tiró un peo and had shit stains in his drawers. Eso es lo que le pasó a ese tigre ese vio a Canelo Álvarez y se hizo pupú. Man. Now I got 3 names for Bud. Boots, T.O. T.O.'s more realistic. Boots, T.O., or Jermell Charlo. That's next for Bud. Yeah, he don't need that. That's like saying ask Floyd Mayweather to move up to 168. Ladies and gentlemen, that's like asking Floyd Mayweather to fight Andre Ward at 168. That's what we're asking. As much as Floyd Mayweather got great skills, can you imagine if Floyd Mayweather moved up 3 weight classes up to fight Andre Ward? This is what people are asking for. Because you asking for Bud Crawford to fight the best. How you think that would have played out? How y'all think that would have played out? Floyd Mayweather versus Andre Ward. Hmm? You think that would have been fair? He said Bud washes Charlo. Then what? Okay, then go up to 160. How it was not crazy, Carrie. How was it not crazy for Charlo to go up in weight, but it's crazy for Bud because it's 2 divisions that Charlo was moving. We seen people move up 2 divisions and still don't do. We seen Canelo do it versus Kovalev. He he did it. He won, but it didn't work good for Bud Brook. It didn't work good for Mikey Garcia. It didn't work good for them. So now we're asking Bud to do something that nobody never done, 3 divisions up, right? Really, to fight Canelo. And now Canelo that's training and no and injury free and his stamina all the way. Okay. I think that people are saying Bud and Canelo is because people just gotta admit you're really not in deep in boxing. It's the name. It's the name. Bud and Canelo. It's the name. But you're not looking at it at a technical point of view. You gotta look at it from the technical point of view. if Jermell Charlo was no, he looked it smaller, and nothing that he landed affected Canelo Alvarez, bro. It didn't even fucking move an eyelash. What people think Bud Crawford going through, man? Thank you. Thank you. Crawford does not beat Canelo. The size and power difference is enormous. Thank you. The gap is too much, bro. Pause. I had to think. He said War would beat Floyd. Floyd would even Floyd would never even imagine himself moving up to 168 to fight Andre Ward. Just like Bud Crawford didn't imagine himself fighting Canelo Alvarez a couple of years ago when they interviewed him about a potential fight with Canelo Alvarez. He didn't envision himself. Floyd Mayweather didn't envision himself to fight on Andre Ward, just like Bud. But Bud is want to capitalize off the money and the momentum. Yo, we went from Bud versus Boots, Bud versus Sturman, Bud versus Virgil Ortiz, even Bud versus Josh Taylor when Josh Taylor became undisputed. To now they get Bud versus Canelo. Man, people are hype over one fight. We went from Bud versus Virgil Ortiz to Bud versus Canelo. It's either y'all thought that Earl Spitz was the man. I think people on the low respected Earl Spitz way more than they let themselves out to be. Y'all thought that Earl Spitz was the top dog in boxing. Yeah, what I saw Yeah, what I saw was that Charlo's confidence wasn't there. Something happened or something was said to Charlo before the fight because his confidence wasn't there. That's what I was thinking about. But his demeanor been like that leading up to the fight. I don't know. That was not the Jermell Charlo that we groomed to watching. Nah, man, something was way off. Something was off. Prime Floyd beats Crawford. I think so too. Butter versus Munguia. If he beats a Charlo and moves up and fight a Munguia, I think we have more success because Munguia is way flat-footed. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, we back at it tomorrow because my voice is my throat hurt, bro. Brian Guzman in the building, Savage in the building. Shout out to the members. Say inside the building. Charlo can stay at 168 or defend. What do you mean 168 and defend at 154? Facts. Brian Guzman, Bud versus the world. Savage, Bud versus yeah, yeah. Just like the narrative pushers used to be like, well, let David Benavidez fight the guy that Canelo fought. All right. Ask Bud Crawford to fight, but facts. To me, that is one that's not insane. Thank you. I'm not with that fight. No more exhibition matches. Yeah, that's how I see. I see Canelo versus Bud as an exhibition. Tequila mata todo. Es más, es lo que voy a hacer ahora. Un teraflu, algo así. But ya tú sabes, mi gente, we back at it tomorrow, bro. We back at it tomorrow. Hopefully, me siento más mejor, man. Eating a bunch of trashy food all these several days. I'll start taking boxing classes, Punch. Any advice? Footwork, footwork, footwork. Once you get the footwork, everything comes after. Footwork. QBS finest. Steven Jackson is a combo for that. Good looking at QBS finest con los 2 pesos de Super Chari Chari Party Gay. Peace, Charles at the Cheese. Peace, queso. Leave them daddies alone now. Ha, 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 ha. No, 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 no. Somos evangélicos. Yo voy para la iglesia. Yo fui para la iglesia. All right, peace out. Love y'all, man. Take care. Have a great evening. Have a great morning. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next. You already know, man. God first, everything second. Fight plus survival. You can choose champions. Have God in your heart. The best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. Love y'all. Peace out.